Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now my first experience with this laptop must have been a year or so ago. I bought it for my grandparents because their old Pentium 4 desktop was starting to struggle, especially since Windows 10 had forced its way onto the PC. You might have caught the occasional glimpse of this machine in the background of a few older videos, but I've never actually reviewed it despite the way in which this was initially advertised being quite interesting. This laptop was marketed as a CSGO gaming laptop, though unlike the official Minecraft notebook we've reviewed previously, this isn't, nor has it ever been, part of an official merchandise lineup. The only thing that ever set this apart from the standard out-of-the-box HP computing experience was the themed desktop background. That's right, this thing came complete with the usual small resolution that's been stretched beyond all recognition background image that seems to be the usual for some reason with a lot of these so-called brand new gaming laptops that have actually been opened despite the seller description. Now my grandparents aren't interested in playing CSGO, but I bought it because at around £400 for this machine, brand new, it seemed pretty decent for the specs at the time. Now I've never run any benchmarks to verify the claims that this was deserving of the very fast Counter-Strike Global Offensive gaming laptop title that it was sold with, because it was a gift and my purchase was based on how capable I thought it would be for browsing BBC News or handling other not so very demanding tasks that most of the older generation like to do with their PCs. But it's been months, maybe years, and while taking it apart to upgrade the storage, I decided I just had to know. If I had been keen on finding a respectably priced laptop capable of running Counter-Strike, would this have done a decent job, and can it still do a decent job? Despite having a good enough Ryzen 2300U quad-core APU, the 4GB of single-channel RAM, the very thing that I intended to upgrade this week, could pose a problem. The 2300U, unlike the 2200U and 3200U, has 4 physical cores, so watch out for the slight name difference. I'm a little bit dyslexic and it almost cost me 2 cores. I can't tell you how much difference there is between 2 and 4 core variants of these Ryzen chips. It might not be that much in terms of gaming performance, but all I know is that the 4GB of RAM is more of a limitation. The footage you see here is from a CSGO bot match, but the figures were taken from combining 3 online games on Dust 2. Now the performance isn't really that different anyway between bot and online matches, at least not with this hardware. I found that 720p gave me the best average, although there were certainly some frame time issues that basically consisted of frame dips and stutters. 900p seemed to be the sweet spot here because although the frame rate was almost the same as it was at 720p on average, the frame times were better, meaning that the gameplay overall was quite a bit smoother. This is probably how I'd play the game, to be honest. Now as expected, 1080p gave us the lowest average, but the frame times were more consistent yet again, so less stutter once more here. Now I'm not sure this laptop deserved to be listed as a CSGO gaming laptop, and it's certainly not an official one before anyone gets the wrong idea, nor was it marketed as such, but it can run the game with an okay frame rate at all my tested resolutions. Just don't list anything as a gaming laptop if it has a single 4GB stick of RAM, whether it's DDR4, DDR3, or whether the system is a laptop, desktop or otherwise, because in my opinion 8GB in dual channel is probably the minimum for gaming these days, even with titles like CSGO. But that's all there really is to this one. I don't know why I thought about this laptop yet again, but I've been spending a bit of time around my grandparents while I'm moving house this week, and I saw this and decided to finally give it a review, at least with the game that it was advertised as being able to play. Even though it can't do it flawlessly, well, I'm surprised it can still do it, so thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a dislike if you didn't. Perhaps we'll benchmark the 2300U with some more games in the future, but until then, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hopefully I'll see all of you in the next one.